Baruchim Habayim, welcome to Jaffe Ha'atika. This is the Jaffe harbor. Jaffe in Hebrew means beautiful, and this was the ancient port city of Palestine and now of Israel, just south of Tel Aviv, which is up the beach on the Mediterranean here. And I'm here, Mercy Mavericks, because I was the keynote speaker today at a conference given by the Shimon Peres Center for Peace about solutions to water, energy, and waste management that are vital not only for this region but the entire world. I was the keynote speaker talking about a Mercy College project that we've just finished with some of your colleagues. Students from Mercy College were here in Israel and the West Bank, Palestine for a week, building our signature Mercy College Solar Cities IBC tank biodigesters that turn food waste into fuel and fertilizer for growing new food and for cooking that food. And we did this presentation and then hoped that we could connect with you live from the Mediterranean coast of Israel and Palestine. And because of a technological and an emergency problem, the teaching assistant who was supposed to link you up with me here was unable to come to class, and I apologize for that. You were sitting wondering where I was, and I was sitting here wondering where you were. But we'll make up for that, and I appreciate your patience. And I wanted to just show you around a little bit and tell you how this is framing the course. Your textbook is written by an Israeli author, Yuval Hariri. It's called Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. And the book looks at human history for the past 70,000 years, how we evolved after we had changed from being Neanderthals and Homo erectus into Homo sapiens sapiens, the wise human beings who now populate the planet. And then it looks at where we're going, so where we've been and whither we are tending, and it comes to the disturbing conclusion that the human era is about to end. One of the themes of this course is how you and I and others are going to navigate what Ray Kurzweil calls the impending singularity, the point at which all of the trends, genetic engineering, nanotechnology, environmental degradation, global warming, climate change, weapons of mass destruction, different political structures and religious structures, social mores, and all of these other robotics, cybernetics, artificial intelligence, how this is all leading to the singular conclusion that the human era as we know it will end, and probably within your lifetime. That isn't to say that we'll go extinct like the dinosaurs. What it means is that the coming generations will look at us as we are now as being something like the way we look at Neanderthals. Things are changing that rapidly, and we have to get ready for that change and find a way to negotiate it so that it brings pleasure, joy, and wonder rather than disaster to future generations, to our children and their children and great-grandchildren. So that's part of this class. You see, the freshman seminar, like the junior seminar, is about developing your competencies. That is, how to make you competent human beings, citizens in an uncertain future. What does it take? What are the qualities that somebody needs to have when you graduate from college to be able to do well in this ever-changing world? I would submit to you that one of them is the ability to take care of your existential problems of food and water, waste management and energy, like we were discussing here today with our colleagues from Palestine and Israel and the European Union. So people are getting together and they're looking at what's happening to our environments and they're saying, what do we do now? What next? And you've got a role to play. This ancient city is a great backdrop for that. You can see the old church there, there's mosques here, there's synagogues. This was the center of three of the world's great religions, the Abrahamic tradition religions. These are ancient cobblestones and ancient buildings, but of course then there's a lot of modernity here and post-modernity. So this is a sort of nexus between the old, the current, and what is to come in the future. And I wanted to start the class by greeting you from this ancient and very storied land, a land filled with conflict, of course, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the dictatorships of many of the countries in the Arab world, the Arab Spring, that awakening of consciousness to overthrow that tyranny has put the region in a situation of turmoil, what with ISIS and Al-Qaeda and other recidivist movements to try to change the way that human beings interact in the postmodern world and try to find some security in some old belief systems and old sclerotic structures. We'll be exploring a lot of that in this class. And I hope that by the end of the class, you will have a better sense of where you fit in and where you can make a difference in the coming world. Make sure that during this next week that you start reading Hariri's Sapiens, read the first couple of chapters, and that you also look at the singularity, look at some of the websites dealing with the singularity. There's one by Ray Kurzweil himself, who wrote the book, The Singularity is Near. Get familiar with that. And then watch the RSA Animate video of Sir Ken Robinson's talk called How Schools Kill Creativity, so you can understand how the education process has been a disservice in our adaptation and our growing competencies, and how we need to change that, which we're going to start with in this class. And then go ahead and write a relational summary about how these ideas, these insights are affecting you, how you feel about them, and post them on Blackboard. And then we'll meet up and we'll have a great semester. So coming at you live from Israel and Palestine, I'm T.H. Culhane, and I look forward to being with you.